Welcome, welcome. We got a few people on. We're going to talk abundance today. I felt in the collective lately a lot of fear coming in with that recession. We're listening to the news and people are like, oh my God, what's happening? And people get really stressed out, and we're starting slowly to, well, we got to cut down on this and we got to cut down on that. And that kind of fear gets the ball rolling into that scarcity mindset. You know, sometimes I surprise myself, even talk to my kid and say, be careful, it's expensive. It's like, no, we don't have to bring that fear and bring that negativity to the picture. We don't have to bring that scarcity, the lack mentality, because that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to give us that fear, bring us all the things that are coming into, I don't understand what you mean. How do I get in? I can't see anything. Can you see me, everyone? I think you can see me. So this fear mentality that's kicking in, we know that fear is a lower vibrational frequency. So when we stay there, when we stay into that fear, when we stay into the, the lack, when we stay into the scarcity, when we stay into that blockage of the sacral chakra, then this is when this is what the universe feels. This is what the universe gets from us, which is the lower vibrational energy, the lower frequencies. And that's what the energy gets. It doesn't understand that you want a new car, or that you want a hot tub, or whatever it is that you want. The universe doesn't get that. What it gets is where you're staying, what kind of frequency you're tuning in. And that's what we want to start changing. And it's not something that is instantaneous. Like I hear people say sometimes, well, I keep manifesting, nothing's happening. Right? I think that the power of manifesting is not just like a beautiful thing that you need to think of and it's going to fall on your laps. It's the tuning in that frequency, tuning in that energy, and tuning in and tapping into that consistency and that repetition, that gratitude attitude. I know you've heard that before. Okay, the live feed is not happening at all. Okay, ladies, I am recording this on my phone as well, so I'll be posting it later. So if there's a bad reception or the internet is bad right now, you can catch it right after. This is my first time streaming on the iPad, and I think it says it's live, so, and then I have all the bars, but who knows. And on my phone, I'm just recording on my phone, so I'll be posting it probably on YouTube and then share the link, the YouTube link, into the guides. J'ai besoin de temps, tu me déranges. Tu me déranges. Merci. Here you go, working from home with your kids. Sometimes you just got to remind them that you need a little bit of space. So something that has come to me lately is my money stories. These have been like coming to me constantly, reminding me that they are here to change. Recently, one of the money stories that came back to me was how I love to be poor and be proud of it. I think that one year I declared $6,000 I've made in a whole year. That was about 12 years ago. And I was just so proud of it, like being proud to be poor. Being proud to be on the road, be proud to live in a filthy place, that was way before baby. But like, as long as I could save money, I could live in a destroyed basement because it was only $300 a month, right? And I had no belongings that were worth anything. I didn't have music gear that was worth much. I didn't have anything that was really worth much. So for me, I didn't need the money. I just wanted to live without the money. For me, it was like, oh, I don't need the money. So this is a story that I carried along with me for a very long time. And it was really hard to break to break the story, to change it, to understand that I have abundance, that you have abundance, that we can just claim it in form of money, in form of time, in form of whatever it is, right? Abundance can come in so many different forms. So, your thoughts create your reality. I'm sure you've heard this before. What we think, right? When we go sometimes down the rabbit hole, maybe it has happened to you, but it happened to me a lot where I go like, but what if I do this and it's going to do that? What if I don't have any clients? What if this client leaves me? What if I don't make enough? And then this rabbit hole or this like spiral, down spiral, mostly more or so, that comes in and that kicks in is basically lowering our vibration slowly. So it's important to be able to catch yourself doing it and snap out of it. And it takes time, right? You can't be defeatist all your life and suddenly be the person who's seeing all of the silver linings, right? There is that bridge. And I was in the defeatist. I was in the frustrated, in the angry, in the fearful, in the so much anger for so long. And I was just completely blocked, root, sacral chakra. This was creating lots of problems also in my body. And I am still healing that. I'm still clearing. But at some point we have to pay attention of what we think. And that's the key into rewiring, into changing that. Snapping out of it, canceling this negative thought, this limiting belief I have about myself. And then starting with the beautiful, positive, loving affirmation towards us. Yeah, stories can change. I don't have to be the poor musician. Past life stories I've had, vows that I was going to be a poor musician all my life. That's crazy to think that in the past, my soul in another body, in another story, decided that that money was bad and that musicians should stay poor. That is crazy. That is crazy. But this is something that I'm clear in, that I inherited, that I didn't ask for. So, it takes time. And I've got the tools, and I've got I am investing in myself as well, because I know that these investments and the people that I work with are helping me clear all of that, so I can serve better, so I can live a more fulfilling life, so I can continue to have that freedom life and that abundance coming my way. So yeah, our mindset, our story, this can all be changed. And it's for you to take the time to integrate this into your life. What do you do? What do you work towards? What are the actions that you need to do to get to where you want to go? And when we live in fear, when we live in scarcity, I just went to the shop the other day. We bought some bagels that we love from that little shop into town, and they're smaller now. And Koa's like, the bagels are smaller, Mom. It's like, I don't have enough for a breakfast now. And it's like, they're they're not changing the price, but they're removing dough from the bagels, like that kind of and it's like, I find it a little bit humorous, it's like, and a little annoying too, but it's like that scarcity constantly, Another money story that I hold is the one that my parents were fighting a lot when I was younger about money. If you accepted to live there and have this job, it would be na. And that got to me. And before I separated from my son's dad, there was some fighting happening about money, and that was carrying. And I was like, I don't want my son to grow into that. I don't want him to have the stress of the money that I grew up in. So for me, that was like a reality check that I needed to switch that switch, because I don't want to bring these negative experiences and fears to my son. I want him to know that he's provided for. I watch my language around him. I don't say we can't afford this. I say, let's put our money somewhere else. You know, why buy $85 new boots when we can buy some used ones that, you know, will only last a season anyway because your feet are growing? Let's put our money somewhere else. Let's go to PA and have a trip, a day trip. Let's go to the restaurants, right? Like adventures, living life. That's more when I want to put my money, not in expensive things. Well, it's nice to have expensive things, but you understand what I'm saying here. And then when we feed into that fear, when we feed that fear coming in, instead of just like releasing it, we are bringing that kind of vibration. So, you know, Murphy's Law, why is everything always happening to me? When is my nightmare? That victimhood of la la. This is us bringing shit to ourselves. Believe me, guys, I have manifested my worst nightmare, and we're not going to get into this, but that fear brought the thing. So we have to watch for our thoughts. We have to watch, and we can get out of it. Go for a walk, start a dance party, start chanting, humming, whatever you need to do to vibrate and shift. Use some tuning forks, maybe. This one, I have plenty of them, but this is a tuning fork. It has frequencies to help clear energy in the energy centers in our body. Chanting, dancing, you can work with crystals. There's lots and lots of ways. Somatic work, tapping is a big one for many people. I love to tap. I do it with affirmation. It really helps me. These are all tools that we can use that are available for us. So let's not be shy to use those tools. And there's always somebody that can help you. You can always ask on your social media, what can I work with? I have this problem right now. You can ask to your healers and alchemists around that know a little bit more about those things. You can join drop-in. You can join a membership that helps you with your accountability in your practice. An intensive program, anything that can help you really focus and get started, get activated, that shift that needs to happen to get there. And a big part of rewiring that brain is to focus on our gratitude. What kind of intentions are you setting for your day when you get up? Are you like, oh, it's just gonna be another day? Or are you like, wow, look at the sun. We're finally going to see spring soon. What earrings should I wear? Oh, look at that. I was so tired today, but I was still in a good mood. It's the energy of that full moon and everything happening. It's been exhausting. But like, what intentions are you setting for your day, right? We need to think about those things. So maybe a journaling practice every day when you get up could be a good one. Maybe it's just affirmation that you're saying while you're going in the shower. Maybe you're practicing some mantras while you're in the shower. There's lots and lots of ways that you can bring this gratitude practice into your life. And like, gratitude can be, even if you're having a shit day, gratitude can be, oh my God, I'm just so grateful. I had such an amazing lunch. And that perfume that my coworker was working was smelling so good. That made my day. What if your kid told you they love you and they haven't in a while? What if your dog is finally feeling better after the surgery and still alive and kicking? You know, there's always something to be grateful for. And when we stay in that gratitude mindset, we slowly attract. We start to be more in alignment. We start to have more love and compassion. And when we start feeling all of this within ourselves into the heart center, then it's just easier to wish the same, to give to others, to start offering smiles to stranger and bring that positive ripple around you. You know, when you feel like shit, your kids are going to feel like shit. You know, when you're frustrated, you're bringing this energy around. And it's really hard for all of us to, you know, block, to have those energetic boundaries, because not all of us have this developed yet. So it is our responsibility before we go see a friend, before we go to work, before we start working with a client, to clear that energy so we can fully receive, we can fully receive whatever the moment is bringing, whatever the session is going to bring, but then we can hold space. Yeah, you know, you can't project all that shit around. You need to be able to hold space. So it is our responsibility to clear our energy. Um, uh, what is it, like IG with spiritual hygiene, like my friend Onyx says, and I like that. It's like you need to be able, and I just had a session before I came here, and I made sure to clear, and then I was ready to be able to offer this container for you. If you have any question, please drop them in the chat. I don't know if it's still spotty, the internet, but as I said, I have it recorded on my phone just as a video, so I'll be able to post it on YouTube right away after, so I'll be able to drop the link. But if you have any question, please feel free, any comment, anything. I see Danielle is joined. We got Pam, Sarah, Angela, Christina. I hope Christina figured out how to get, she couldn't see anything. Maybe she dropped in when it was spotty. Bad connection. I don't know what's going on with my internet lately. Just going with the flow. I'm glad I recorded this. So, yeah, this is what I have for you. Let's do a little bit of chanting to clear that. I feel like there's a lot of spring energy come in. I know it's the full moon. I know it's time for release. So anyone who's coming in because they know they have scarcity mindset, or sometimes they're afraid to treat themselves or to treat their kids or to spend their money, because lots of us don't. And I used to be like that. I used to be so scared to spend my money, and then I spent it a little too much. And then I'm back into spending where I think is important. And lately I've been spending, I'm actually on a 1-year program. And it's a little bit of money, but I decided that I was worth it, that my healing is my most important thing, and that I can be there for others like my son and support him in his own growing and being here with him. So for me, this is now a priority. This is how much I've learned to heal and love myself and forgive myself and have compassion to myself, because I believe I'm worth it. I am worth it. And I have to be careful with my words. I'm not doing this to help others. I'm doing this because I'm worth it on its own. Even if I am not in the service of others, even if I didn't have a kid, this is important because I'm carrying a lots of trauma and triggers that are still inside of me from past lives, from generations, from the work that my mom or my grandma didn't have the capacity to do. And that's the thing, is like, I'm not mad at them. I accept, forgive, and now I know that it is on me and it's my responsibility. And when we see it not as this crazy job, we take it one feeling, one release, one day at a time. It's not as bad. So if you are in that scarcity mentality, know that it's not over. Know that you can very well, with the skills that you have and with the tools that you're gathering, because you have the self-awareness now, you can switch it up. You can switch it up, and you have the power to do that. So let's do a little bit of that with chanting today. Pam is saying my sacral chakra is blocked today for sure. Yes, and we can feel it. This is something that we can actually feel. The more we create that awareness around our energy centers and our prana that travels into our body, the more we can pinpoint what's going on. In the session previous to this, I started coughing out of the blue. I think there was a lot of clearing that needed to be done with my client at that level. And now Pam is talking about our sacral, but this is where we store the fear. This is where we store anger. And this is where we have our creativity. This is where we have our sensuality, sacred sexuality, you know, and that can create numbness. When we're blocked, we might have less desires, less passion, less imagination as well. Although imagination is the higher chakras, creativity, imagination is also part of that sacral. So no judgment here. That's not a place where we go. We don't have to, because we know we have the tools to clear it. So great awareness, Pam. Let's chant for the sacral. Actually, a great one that has been really, really potent for stepping into that power and not caring about others, not needing the validation of others, and really knowing that we have the tools, that we are multi-dimensional beings with a lot of tools and skills, and that we are perfect just the way we are. So let's chant Krishna. Krishna energy is the power, it's the opening of the heart, the self-love, but also the clearing of that fear, and that the fear and the anger. So let's do this. Oh, Krishna, say Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Abundance is mine. I am claiming it. And for that, I need to accept all parts, all dimensions of myself. I need to step into that gratitude. And for that, I need to accept acceptance, forgiveness, compassion. Very, very important feelings that we need to have before we can constantly be in this gratitude and abundance mindset. And it is work, but you can claim it. Claim back your energy, claim your divine feminine, claim your divine masculine, claim the abundance. You can claim it, and there's for everyone. So whomever goes into why is this person getting this and not it's just, this is all distraction. This is all to make us go back to that fear. We have to understand that we can all support each other. We can create this beautiful sisterhood of support because the abundance is available for everyone. And then I think that when we are able to step into that zone, because it is a zone, when you tune in into that zone, you raise your frequency. In my somatic practice lately, we did a scan of my aura and my energy and my frequency, and it was like 1,000 times higher than last summer. 1,000 times. Like, no joke. You know, this shows up. You can't lie about these things. You know, there's been some work. There's something that happened. And if you're tired of feeling the same things or getting stuck and you really feel like you do need the help, there's many tools and amazing practitioners around. But if you're resonating with that voice activation and understanding how powerful it is, and you want to chant with me and work with me, I have Wild Within starting April 20th. So feel free to check it out on thechantingqueen.com. There's also the chanting membership. We'd love to join us. It's only for women. But there's a monthly circle that is for everyone. That's online. You chant with me. You feel the energy of the circle. And it's a great way to try it. Try what 60 minutes is. So we got Desiree that said the violet flame meditation, the meditation you did, you could feel tingling. And then right next to your heart. So everything under my heart is blocked with fear and scarcity. And that's the thing. It's like, it takes time. So don't be too hard on yourself, Des. And you'll have that accountability with that chanting practice that you just started. And you're going to start seeing the shift and witnessing the shift firsthand. So you're on the right track. You can pinpoint, you have that intuition of where it's blocked. And now it's about unblocking it. I think it's a great place to be. There's me finding that silver lining again. It's a great place to be now that we've pinpointed the problem. Let's try to clear it. Let's chant one more chant today before I go to the library with my son. He won the drawing contest. He won a little rabbit and chocolate. And sugar. And he's really proud of himself. So we're gonna go get that and have our craft and story time at the library today. So I wanted to chant one more song, Lakshmi. Lakshmi is a great one for the solar plexus chakra, but also for the heart and the sacral, because it's about that creativity, that prosperity, that fertility. So it starts with the reproductive organ. It starts with that sexual and sensual energy, that creativity from the sacral. We have that abundance, manifestation, the vision, clarity into the vision. I can't talk too much about this. There's just so much to talk about how to have that clear vision to manifest, right? That is in my Wild Within 3 months and intensive. But until then, let's just chant again. Lakshmi, Om Shri Maha, Lakshmi Yai Namaha. And that one is a good one. So if you want to dance it out, if you don't want to chant and you just want to hum, that vibration affects those vocal cords. Ooh, they're powerful. They're touching that vagal nerve, and then there's lots of stuff moving. So let's get moving. And also, as silly as it sounds, not only when we chant, we boost our immune system, guys, but we also produce some enzymes that help with our inflammation and our digestive system and all of that. So if stress has been a wave that's been coming into your life and you've had some bowel movement problems, some digestive problem, which lots of us have, it's not just the pesticides, it's not just the pollution. Stress is a big factor of creating inflammation. So let's chant. I have that scan, the aura, I love it. Yeah, it's Solex scanner, I think. Care Bear stare. Oh, you like it? Oh, isn't it beautiful? I love this t-shirt so much. So Om Shri Lakshmi Namah. Om Shri Lakshmi Namah. me. Thank you, Krishna. Thank you. Thank you for joining me. If you enjoy that voice activation medicine and what it brings to you, reach out, book a discovery call. It's free with me. You can find all of this on my website, thechantingqueen.com, and explore a little bit of my universe and see if there's anything that sparks you. If you have that feeling, if you're listening to that intuition and know that you need this work, you need to do this work, please, please, please follow this intuition. As I said, I am preaching the self-love and the self-healing journey, not saying that there's a lot of amazing practitioner therapists. I've done lots of that as well, but now I feel like I want to take charge and be in charge of my own healing. So I chose to invest in myself in a beautiful way, in an energetic way, and remember that money is energy and that we attract the frequency that we put out. So I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much for joining. I'll be posting the replay on my YouTube and the link in the guides of this group. Thank you so much. So I always say thank you, thank you, thank you. When we chant together, the benefits have ripples not only inside of us, but onto the whole universe. So thank you for choosing to use this modality for yourself. Namaste. Bye.